Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Breakfast Daily right here on Citi TV. And right now we're in our community development segment, and we are going to start that on a good note. And that is because we have positive results on one of the stories that we actually talked about here, and it's the story of the basic schools in Nanumba North and South municipalities. So before we get into the story, let's check out this report from our colleague Mohammed Aminu Alabira.
Citi News on several occasions has reported on challenges of students in the Nanumba North municipality with regard to inadequate furniture. Pupils in some cases sit on the bare floor for teaching and learning. Extension teachers have bemoaned. Parents seeking admission for their wards in some schools are asked to provide furniture as a condition for admission. In the Nanumba North municipality alone, the furniture deficit is about 16,000. When Citi News reported this, Action Aid Ghana also did a survey in the area and identified inadequate furniture in the area as a major challenge. The DAS proceeded to assist by providing furniture for nursery, primary, and junior high schools for the two districts. At the Nanumba South District, about 86 chairs and table set furniture for KG, 310 pieces dual decks for primary, and 92 pieces of dual decks for junior high schools were provided. Nanumba North received 114 chairs and table set for KG, 460 pieces of dual decks for primary, and 105 pieces of dual decks for the junior high schools. Presenting the furniture, the Northern Regional Programs Manager for Action Aid Ghana, Madam Esther Boatin, said the organization was touched by the situation, hence the intervention. She has therefore admonished the districts to take very good care of the furniture provided. She appealed to other individuals and organizations to support the education of children in the two districts.
All what we are doing is just to complement whatever we would have wished. If there was money, we do for every school in this municipality. But this is our widow's mite. So all what we want to say is that you take good care of the furniture, maintain it, so that the next time we come, we will be touched to raise more money, to do more. And I wish to appeal to all other NGOs and all other businesses within Bimbila to support, to get more furniture for the school children.
The furniture was donated to the district assemblies for onward presentation to the Education Directorate. The District Chief Executive for Nanumba South, Honorable Zakaria Yusuf, expressed their gratitude to Action Aid Ghana for the intervention, describing it as very timely.
Relative to our schools, basic schools, they have mobilized a number of chairs and tables to support the education sector to mitigate the challenge the schools face when it comes to furniture. And I am very happy that at this moment, at this critical moment, a benevolent organization, a philanthropic organization in Action Aid Ghana has come to our aid.
He further used the occasion to highlight some other challenges in the district and appeal for some support to address them.
We are, I may say, a deprived district with a lot of challenges in every sector of our human development. Not only education. When you come to health, water, security, every aspect, we are challenged. And it is important we ask for philanthropic support so that we can at least find some mitigations. We can reduce the deficit we have in these areas.
The Municipal Director of Education for Nanumba North thanked Action Aid Ghana for the gesture, saying it will go a long way to improve teaching and learning. The Human Resource Officer for Nanumba North, Mr. Aliu Abu Sofyan, spoke on behalf of the Municipal Director.
Furniture and also hand over to our head teachers and headmasters for use in our classrooms. In fact, I must say that this furniture has come at the right time because the furniture deficit we have in our district is over 16,000. And I think with this intervention, it will help reduce the pressure of furniture we have in the municipality. It will help facilitate teaching and learning in our schools.
Some head teachers of the beneficiary schools who spoke to Citi News were excited about the intervention.
We are very happy having this furniture handed over to GES and to our schools. Actually, in the classrooms, we could find a number of students, 4, squeezed on one desk. I think this will be a great relief to us.
Sometimes there are some few dual desks that are meant for only 2 people. You come to the classroom and you see 2, 3 people sitting on it. So they become difficult for teaching and learning to go on. So now that we have received some furniture, I think it will relieve the burden we're going through in the classrooms.
Some students also shared their excitement with Citi News.
We are very excited to have these chairs. It can improve us to learn very more. So sometimes we are sitting on the ground, but now if we have the chairs, we can sit on it to learn very easy.
We are excited because we were not having chairs. Some of us were sitting on the ground. So now that we are having chairs, we can sit there and be comfortable. Our teachers can also teach us well because when we were sitting on the ground, they were not able to teach us. The class were overcrowded. So now that we are having these chairs, we can sit there and be comfortable. And learning will be easy for us.
Yeah, what a beautiful story there. What a beautiful story. You know, it's as challenging as it is, you know, to see some of these things happen and then, you know, children lie on the floor and all of that.
Yeah.
For us, and I've said this to you privately as well as on the show, for the passion for this segment, for me, is seeing the results.
Yes.
People ask me sometimes, friends ask me, don't you get depressed? You know, when the stories, the negative stories, don't you get depressed? I'm like, no. Because for me, it's about the end result. I'm trying to achieve something, right? So the end result is everything, you know, and this is one example. This is one of the examples that we're talking about here. The end result is a beautiful one. And look, I have almost 1,000 chairs within the municipality that has been made available. And of course, a lot more you know, can come from different philanthropic organizations. But I think we want to talk to Madam Esther Boateng, who is a Northern Regional Programs Manager with Action Aid. Good morning, Madam.
Good morning.
Welcome to Breakfast Daily.
You're welcome.
All right. So, at what point did Action Aid make a decision to intervene in this school challenge?
Yeah, we've been Action Aid as an organization has been working in Nanumba North and South for over 20 years. We've intervened in so many aspects of our work. But in June last year, we went on our normal monitoring of our schools, and we saw the situation being very terrible. So what we did was to collect data to know the magnitude of the problem. So in July 2022, we visited 15 KG, 13 primary school, and 12 JHS to see the situation on the ground, which their situation is not different from other schools we couldn't visit. So the data we got, the enrollments were very high, from KG to JSS, but the information is categorized in just form.
Okay.
KG, their enrollment, the schools, 50 schools we visited, their enrollment was 1,813. And with the KG, you know, their furniture is different from the other ones.
Yeah.
Rounded table with space chairs.
Yes.
So we looked at that and we saw that with the 1,813, they will need at least 524 sets to give all the children seated capacity.
Yeah.
But available in all these 15 schools were only 52 sets of furniture. So they needed more.
Yeah.
About 300 or 280 something sets of furniture, which is, when you look at it, is the occupancy they have at that time was just 10% of the KG children.
Yeah.
Not half. So when we go to the primary school had 4,616 enrollments in the 13 schools we visited. And they use the dual desk. So they needed at least 2,216 dual desks to keep all these 13 schools good seated. But they have only 610, which means that they need 1,717 dual desks for only the 13 schools.
Wow.
So looking at it, their seating capacity is just 28%.
Okay.
When you get to the JSS, they have enrollment of, it was 12 schools. They have enrollment of 2,615. So they need at least 1,300 and above to be able to get every child seated. But they had 879. So they need about 433 dual.
Yeah.
So that's the issue we were confronted with. And this were few schools. It's widespread in the 2 districts.
Yeah.
It's very widespread.
Yeah.
So what we did was that the community we've been working with for all these years, we needed to raise funding to be able to provide them with this furniture. So we started our processes to see our international partners, to see how they can support us to raise money to do this. So we were able to raise money. And actually, this research was not only for Nanumba North and South. Tamale Metro and that of Sanarivu municipality is part, but that is a different story, another side.
Okay.
So we decided to make the furniture. The processes, we have to go through a lot of processes to get this done. And we've been able to, the 2 districts, KG, we provided them with 200 sets of furniture. That will help about 1,200 people to sit comfortably.
Okay.
The primary school, we gave them 210 dual desks. That will help about 1,420 pupils to be well seated. And they said we gave them 200 dual desks. That will be able to help about 400 people.
Okay.
So in all, what we've been able to do is about 3,020 people getting seated very well, comfortably in their classroom.
Wow. Well, I mean, I want to say kudos to you and your organization for such a fantastic intervention. The challenge is real, you know, and as much as we look at the huge gargantuan problem, I mean, no effort is too little, you know, to impact, you know, some children, because now, as you're saying, over 3,000 children have been actually impacted positively, and this will go and have a ripple effect into the future. So we're really grateful to you for your intervention. But I just want to ask a couple more questions. In terms of the work you do in the northern region, I'm sure it must be quite daunting and overwhelming sometimes looking at the gap, between what is international best practice in terms of what's adequate, versus what is currently existing. How do you not get depressed, by the wide gap between how much they have now, what their needs are now, versus what they should be?
Yeah. Sometimes it's very frustrating, but this is the work we have decided to do, and we will keep on doing it. Actually, what we are doing in northern Ghana is to set an example for others to follow. What in education, specifically in education, looking at the kids sitting on the floor, a rough surface, we started putting up a model schools and model cages. At the moment, as I'm speaking, one of the Nanumba South communities called Montanaya, we have just completed a model cage with water facility, with play equipment, and everything. We will be inaugurating when they reopen school. So this is what we are telling the duty bearers, the district assembly, and other people. When you are building a school, you need to get everything in place. Let the children be comfortable. And this is a model they should be using, but not go and build a classroom without furniture, and they have to sit on the floor. So we are now advocating that if you want to build a school, build a complete school. Some of the models we have built across where we work for the district assembly and other donors who are coming in to follow up.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for the work that you're doing and for speaking to us this morning on Breakfast Daily. We've been speaking with Esther Boateng, who is the Northern Regional Programs Manager with Action Aid. And this, what she just said at the tail end, is something that we're talking about. Why build a school if you're not going to add furniture to it? It's part of it. If you spend whatever you spend on the school, you will spend less on furniture. Do you see? So if you've gone all the way to build the building, please, you need to put furniture in there before you take your hands, off and say you're done.
I know. Actually, kudos to Action Aid Ghana. They have done really well, and I really hope. I wish they can actually partner with, the community when it comes to building these schools, because obviously you can tell the communities, okay, build the schools, and while building the schools, have plans for furniture, and they still won't do it. But I really wish they would partner with, some of them to, get things right.
Well, I mean, like what you said, they've already built a model school, and the idea is for people to look at the school and say, this is how it's supposed to be, and so from now on, I should replicate this model. And let's repeat it, over and over again. And then I think it's a very good example of what we need to have.
But I'm glad. I mean, if you watched, or if you remember, the scenes that we had watched about, we saw the kids sitting on the floor, and now seeing the decks, I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy for them. And I know that, yes, there might be work to be done still, and congrats to Action Aid for helping out. But if there are other philanthropists that want to help out, please, you can actually help out these communities, because they really need us.
All right. Well, we have the headmaster of the EP College of Education in Bimbilla. He's called Fuseni Suhunu. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, welcome to Breakfast Daily.
Thank you.
All right, so the intervention by Action Aid is, from where we sit, looks like a very good and beautiful experience for you. Tell us in your own words, how much of an impact has it made, will it make for the work that you do in the schools there?
Thank you very much for the opportunity given me. I think for some years now, the issue of furniture in our various schools, especially the basic school, is too appalling.
Yeah.
Schools went through a lot of challenges as far as furniture is concerned. The number of people we have in our basic schools are so many, with only few furniture for them. There are some schools that do not even have a floor, and children will have to sit on the ground, and this affects teaching and learning. So whatever the intervention Action Aid has given us, we are so much grateful, and it will go a long way to improve teaching and learning in our schools.
Yeah.
If you look at my school, for instance, as at the time they were collecting the data, our enrollment was about 3,250. And we have only 20 dual desks for people. So you realize that a dual desk that is meant for only 2 people, you see 3 or 4 people sitting on it.
Yeah.
Because of this situation, parents are compelled to provide dual desks for their pupils at the point of admission. So those parents who are not able to provide, you realize that their children will be sitting on the ground or sitting with other students who are using mono desks, which is meant for only one person. So in this way, teaching and learning in the classroom will be affected greatly, especially when it comes to writing or during examination period. Because of the furniture situation, what we normally do is that we'll divide the students to write the exam. For instance, in the morning we can ask JSS3 and then 1 to write. When they finish, then JSS2 will come because of their numbers.
Okay.
And the sitting places are very few. So with this intervention, we are so much grateful, and I think it will go a long way to improve teaching and learning in our schools.
So let's look at your school specifically.
Okay.
How many more tables, chairs would you need to be fully catered for? What's the gap? How many more are left?
Okay, so just as I was saying that my current enrollment is 322.
Okay.
So initially I was having only 20 dual desks.
Wow.
And Action Aid are just given me another 20, making it 40. So currently that is the dual desk we have.
So yes.
Okay.
No, so I was asking that in order to be comfortable, let's say fully catered for, how many more will you need?
I think we will need over 50 dual desks.
50 more.
50 more.
Okay.
We'll need 50 more.
Yeah. All right.
So we want to use this opportunity to appeal to other philanthropists and other NGOs,
Yeah.
including the municipal assemblies. You also do well to provide furniture for the schools so that the furniture situation in our schools will be solved.
All right. Well, thank you for speaking to us. I'm very sure that as Action Aid has made a move, other philanthropic organizations are watching, and 50 dual desks is not that much to ask for certain philanthropic organizations and individuals, actually. So somebody can just take it up and buy 50 dual desks for your school there. And so thank you for speaking to us. We've been speaking with Fusheni Suhunu, who is the headmaster of the EP College of Education Bimbilla Demonstration Junior School. All right, so when we spoke earlier, I think it was with Mr. Zachariah, the DCE, the last time we spoke.
Yeah.
He was talking about a deficit of about 16,000.
16,000.
That was needed in terms of the entire district, and that's a huge number. But I think that little drops of water do make a mighty ocean, and I feel as though, as Action Aid has shown the way, there are others who also would be interested and say, you know what, let's give them 1,000. Another one says, let's give them 500. And as we keep doing this and keep encouraging and keep pushing, before you realize,
results,
we've made up the numbers. And of course, mind you, the 16,000 is not a static number, because over the years, you're going to get furniture that will be damaged.
True.
But at the same time, over the years, you're going to get increased enrollment. So it's not a static number. But for now, this is where we find ourselves, So yeah, I mean, it's I think this is a really good story.
Yeah,
and I
think it's a good story.
Yeah, and I feel as though, as many people as possible that can intervene, do something. And we can't fix all of Ghana's problems, ever, but we can do something to impact. And I think that's what this is about, impacting. And so we're grateful to Action Aid, and great story there. Well, it's time for us to take a quick break. We've been joined by the DCE, Zachariah Yusuf, and Zachariah Yusuf has joined us on the line. Good morning, Honorable.
Good morning.
Yes, welcome to Breakfast Daily.
Good morning, but let me make a correction.
Yes.
I am Honorable Abdullah Yaku.
Okay.
The MP for Nanumba North.
Okay. Welcome to Breakfast Daily.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Now, so I know that the challenge that you have within your municipality is daunting. This intervention by Action Aid, how do you feel about it? And in terms of the impact it will make, to the work that you do within your community, what are your thoughts? What are your words? What are your thoughts about this?
Thank you very much. And I want to first of all thank Action Aid for coming to our aid. The Nanumba North municipality has over 16,000 furniture deficit. And I'm very thankful that at least we've had thousands of our students who have places to sit.
Yeah.
I want to thank Action Aid for the support. And currently the Assembly is manufacturing a number of dual decks to be supplied to some of the schools. Currently, they have done over 300. I went with the education director to inspect the quality of work that is being done.
Okay.
I also want to use this your platform to appeal to other NGOs to come to our aid. Most of the schools, their furniture have broken down, and in some cases, people have stolen the furniture to their houses. That is what is happening.
Okay.
You go to a school, you won't get furniture, but you go into the community and people are using the furniture, these dual decks, as their household furniture. So I want to appeal to the PTAs and also make sure they take some of the communities to make sure that the furniture that are taken from the schools and they are being used in people's houses are brought back to the various classrooms.
What?
And now the policy is that we now put up, we cannot, now any building that a classroom we are putting up comes with its own furniture. Now we have built a number of schools fully furnished. You cannot put up a classroom block now without furnishing it. So So that is the policy that we are now implementing.
Okay.
So currently, as I speak, we have an intention of doing about 2,000 to 3,000 dual desks from the assembly to supply the Ghana education service to be given to some of the schools.
Okay. Right now, regarding what you said earlier about the community members stealing, desks and furniture, is there any punitive measures for people when they are found with furniture in their homes from schools?
Well, I think this time around, if we get you using furniture that is meant for a school, we have to allow the law to deal with you. You are supposed to complement our efforts. So if you come and pick the furniture that your own children are supposed to keep, and you are using it in your homes, I think it's not fair to us. And what I'm talking about is it is in most of the communities, even including Bibla Township.
Yeah. No, but So I think that looking at it, we could look at it from a perspective of saying that, well, the people are poor, they don't have anything in their homes, and so they've taken their furniture. But you can also address it as it's theft. It's actually theft.
It is.
It's property that's not yours. You've stolen it. So the police must take care of you.
That is true. Precisely. Because I don't think if you don't have furniture to sit in your house, you have to come to a school and pick one.
No.
If you can get a stone and wear it, well,
Yeah.
that will do for you for the time being. And you'll both fit you but furniture for yourself.
Yeah.
So we have tasked the various school committees to check in the communities to make sure that the furniture that is hidden in people's homes are brought back to the various schools.
Okay. Yeah.
Corporates are likely to be prosecuted. Because it has now become a matter of concern to everyone. Yeah. So I want to thank Action Aid, and I'll continue to plead with other organizations to come to our aid, because we have a very huge furniture deficit, over 16,000. And if you look at the statistics, we just have about 40% of our children sitting on desks. The 60% are seated on the ground. Yeah. And that is not a good sign for quality of education in the municipality.
Yeah. All right, Honorable, thank you very much for speaking to us this morning.
Thank you.